the things in me that's holding me back from the fact that I act like I ain't already great. Hate that part of me, so it's a time to kill all doubt. Been out of my mind this year, living in fear. Shed a million tears that'll never end up on the banks of America. They have no interest in the principal amount of all lives mattering, scattering like thugs on the block when the boys in blue pull up and cock they Glocks on no nonsense, with their knees on our necks for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. And to think, Jeff Bezos make $2,537 per second. Imagine if Black Lives Matter. Such is life. Or say la vie, living life like being on parole ain't how we be. How blacks end up in the penitentiary for a century. But the real gangsters in suits, they paid in full. Look, I miss upon all our asses. Cashless is where the market is headed. The double cross is the loss of lives to another man-made virus. Ambulance sirens. Whose side? I just call it genocide. Light up the blunt and I let it ride.
I got love, I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting this for a long time. I got love, I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting this for a long time. I'm hopeful, that's a mouthful. I stop talking shit and eating with my mouth full. I kept going when they thought I wasn't no good.
All right. What's up, y'all? Bottom Up Podcast. We back. Y'all already know. This is where you come to get all your information. Hyper-local, super focus here on Pompano. We show you how to connect to Broward County, how you connect to Florida, how you connect to the United States, just how you connect. Just how you see how my hair looking today, Shakira?
Yeah, I see you. You all. Don't worry about it.
Gallo ready. I'm your host, Sarah, your co-host, Misha K, in the building. And listen, we got some special guests today. And it's really important y'all tune in today. Because we're talking about something very important. But as you know, before we get started, we always like to give you something to think about. I'll see y'all in a minute. Step, roll the clip.
We have everything we need to succeed except each other. Jews have each other. Asians have each other. East Indians have each other. Arabs have each other. We don't have each other. We have money. Oh, we're not poor. We're just broke. Our money goes in one direction, away from us. And we're some of America's most conspicuous consumers. We've taken the art of consumption to a whole new level. We don't sell anything that we purchase, and we don't make anything that we buy. We just consume. Sometimes I think that we are searching for a key to an unlocked door. But the door to opportunity is wide open and will cost you little to get in. The door to building the kinds of collaborations and teams that we need to succeed and to thrive, not to survive, are available to us. That God has given us every single thing that we need to succeed, brothers and sisters. Jesus couldn't get it done on his own by himself. So what's up with you? Why would you think that you could do anything significant, anything worth talking about on your own by yourself? We were born to network. We were born to collaborate. We were born to work with and through each other. We were born to link together in a common bond of caring and sharing. That all good things are done through collaboration, through teamwork, through networking. If you introduce me to your 5 closest friends, introduce me to them, and that will tell me where you are. So we have money. We are a $1.1 trillion annual economy. If we were a nation, we would be the 16th richest nation in the entire world. I've traveled to every place that black people have been dispersed, brothers and sisters. I've been to South Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, West Africa, all over North Africa, and all over South America and the Caribbean. And there are no black people in the entire world doing better than we are. We are the beacon of hope for every single person of African descent in the entire world. We have money, we have brain power, brilliant people, brilliant, magnificent. We're God's first people. God ain't no dummy. Now that's not hype. We are God's first people, the first human remains Humans as we know them were found 75,000 years ago in the Olduvai Gorge in Ethiopia. If you're hanging out in Ethiopia, you're blue black. We built pyramids and solved complex engineering problems when other cultures are living in huts eating each other. We are an awesome and powerful people who basically have forgotten who we really are.
All right, we back. You good, Shakay?
I'm good.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're great.
I'm doing great. Yeah, told you Ross my favorite.
It's giving very South Florida. It's
giving
very Florida.
Florida. Pompano? I look like Pompano?
No, baby, you look like Florida. Just not Pompano alone.
I don't look like Pompano Beach.
Not like Pompano Beach.
That's
Florida.
the look I'm going for.
You going for a Pompano?
Like
look?
Pompano Beach. Like beachy.
I mean, it's giving beachy
Like walking on the
vibes.
beach. You know, my condo and my townhouse on the beach, so I like to always be in my
Yes, you
beach
do. I love
attire.
that for you. Yes.
Chat, beachy, right?
Beach,
Pompano.
beach, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, Bells and Ross, they give very, beach, Pompano Beach, Key West
You know, I'll
vibe,
be
Jimmy
able-
Buffett type.
Out there on the balcony with my wine and stuff.
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, listen, y'all, we give you something to talk about. I like that clip.
Yeah.
I keep playing it. I keep replaying it because there is a need for us to affirm the greatness of us as a people. It's a need for me to make sure I'm pointing out who we are, even if it's not my voice you hear. Because sometimes it ain't your voice they need to hear, somebody else. It's like kids. You know how you can tell your kids something and they won't listen, but somebody else come and tell them the same thing, and now all of a sudden they listen. So I just keep changing up the messenger. Hopefully,
Let them know that we great.
yeah, we're great. All right, now listen, we got special guests in the building, you guys. This is a very important live that we're doing today, and I've been trying to get these two people here for the longest. And Mona Lisa is a reoccurring guest here. Mona Lisa Weber with Probation Station is here. But we also have Mr. Brian here with Prison Consultants. It's important that we talk to these people today because there's a lot happening. All right, let's just all breathe. Can we all agree it's just a lot happening, right? It's a lot happening. I always say from the trap house to the White House. It's just a lot happening, right?
Especially within this last week.
Yeah, and there are some conversations that I think we need to have with experts. We sit around and we talk about our opinions when things happen a lot, but I do want to talk with some people who are in the criminal justice field so that we can start to really have some conversations and educate each other and our kids about the system. Do y'all think we talking to our kids about what the judicial system is and exactly how we get caught up in it?
I haven't, and I'm guilty.
You haven't?
No, because I didn't think I had to.
Why not?
As far as, because I just didn't think, because I felt like I sheltered her in some type of way, and I just felt like crime and the judicial system, I didn't talk to her about, like, why, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even have a reason, but a lot of conversations I have now, I didn't have with her growing up, and I think it's because of the mindset.
Okay.
That's what it was.
The mindset.
It was the mindset. So
Yeah.
the things that we talked about, which I should have talked about when she was growing up, we didn't talk about it. But now it's being more discussed, and it's kind of difficult. So talk to those kids now, because once they get grown, it's kind of hard to get them to listen and to be a parent, because they feel like they've made it to an age and they're an adult, like they can figure it out. So
Yeah.
that's one of my challenges, but it was definitely a mindset. And with the change mindset, I now have different conversations with her, but it's just a little challenging because of what she's used to and the parenting that she was brought up on. It's changed, and she's 22 now. And it's like, oh, I got a firm parent now.
Okay. Well, I have talked to my kids about the system. I had to talk to my kids about the system because one, I had a father who
was in and out of jail. 2, I also worked in the prison system at one point. And then I've always been civically engaged, and it's almost like I can't be civically engaged if I'm not also looking at the system, the judicial system. So I may not know. And I thought at one point I went to school, when I was going to college, I was going with a major in political science and a minor in American history because I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. I thought. Then I realized how much school. Not me. Not me. But I want to talk with you, Mona Lisa.
Hey.
I need you to tell me, what you do. Tell the people what you do, because I know what you do. But I want you to tell the people what you do.
So, Mona Lisa Weber, I am the founder of Probation Station. I educate the community on the rules of engagement in criminal justice, like when you enter the system. So I really am big on being proactive, right? So I teach proactive methods on how to maneuver from after being arrested, because I don't really teach on like police encounters. I teach from being bonded out all the way to 9 times out of 10 you're going to take a probation plea. I'm a former probation officer here in Broward County, Florida, in the felony division. And when I was there, I just learned a lot of things. And one of the main things that stood with me after I left the department was that we lack education. We walk into the courtroom with fear, and we make uneducated decisions. As a matter of fact, most people don't even understand what's going on in the courtroom, let alone the language that is being provided. So I took all of my experiences and I created a curriculum to teach people how to maneuver, because our lack of knowledge is what kind of gets us in the position that we're in. And with all the stuff that has been happening locally and abroad, like, I want people to truly understand that we are part of the problem. Our lack of knowledge is part of the problem. We can't continue to complain about disparities, sentencing disparities, if we don't support our people in court, if we don't exercise our Fifth Amendment rights, right? Because, she got this amount of time, but then it's never disclosed that they gave a full confession, right? I don't know how to interact with my probation officer. I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money for that. And I want people to understand that when they take probation pleas, you're still under a correctional system. You just happen to be out here amongst the community with all the temptations, and then you don't understand the consequences of violating your probation. So those are the type of things that I teach, like the little tips and the tricks to kind of help you maneuver through the system, make more logical decisions, knowing how to deal with your lawyer and communicate with your lawyer, because then we don't like to share information, right? So stuff of that nature.
Okay, so I think I want to make sure I give Brian the opportunity to speak now. I want people to know who Brian is, because I met Brian. I met Brian through you.
Yes.
And I got a brief part of his conversation, a very brief part of his story, I would say, and it inspired me. I said I needed to talk with you, and a lot more people need to hear your story, but also hear what it is that you do. So, Brian, I want you to talk with us. Look, Brian.
Okay, my name is Brian Morris. I'm actually the manager of the Prisoner Consultants here in Fort Lauderdale, but it's nationwide throughout the entire United States. I'm also the senior paralegal for the Williams Litigation Group, Division of Criminal Appeals and Post-Conviction Remedies, and we specialize in helping people who have been convicted challenge wrongful convictions or illegal sentences. And you'd be surprised how many people are actually incarcerated who shouldn't be there. And like Mona Lisa was talking about earlier, a lot of it has to do with lack of education. These guys, a lot of times they'll try to cooperate with the police, and anything they say, well, they're told that right from the beginning, can and will be used against you. Well, a lot of times it gets twisted, taken out of context. I've got several friends right now serving life sentences in prison because they tried to cooperate with the police, told them everything, and didn't realize that they were actually building a case against themselves. And then a lot of it had to do with insufficient legal representation. They go to court unprepared, their attorney's unprepared. A lot of times they have public defenders, and there's a lot of really good public defenders, but a lot of them are so overloaded with case work, they don't have time to really analyze every situation, every case that's before them. Some might have 40 cases going at a time, and even with modern advancements in modern technology today, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Brian, it's not 40, sir. Over 400 cases.
Okay, well, I'm talking about in a day and a week.
Yeah, public defenders are managing
Yeah, it is
300-400
an astronomical number.
cases, yeah.
So, okay, and this is, okay, so we have a public defender, one public defender who is managing 400 cases, what, a month?
Yes,
Of 400 cases a month. And a lack of education, right? Crimes of poverty.
property crimes.
Huh?
Property crimes.
Property crimes.
Nonviolent crimes. a lot of times.
Nonviolent crimes. A lot of these cases are coming now up to this person who has 400 cases, right? You work with people who are in prison for
Yes.
reasons.
I actually have quite a bit of experience with prisoners because I was there myself.
Right.
And like most of the guys in there, I have a story. I came from a broken family. I was abandoned when I was 8 years old. And I began breaking in houses at 8 years old, not stealing money. I was stealing food and blankets because we were in Arkansas and I had a little fort in the woods, and I ended up getting caught, and they located my grandfather because my parents had took off. Actually, my mom was in Isfahan, Iran. This is back in the early 70s, working with Bell Helicopter. And when the police located my grandfather, he came and got me. Some people caught me breaking into their house. I was crawling through the little doggy chute because I was only 100, maybe 90 pounds, I guess, soaking wet. But they grabbed me up and I told them, don't call the police, they're going to put me in an orphanage. I didn't even know what an orphanage was or a foster home, because that's what my father, my adopted father, told me he was going to do with me. After my mom left him, I guess he was hurt because she left him for another man. But like most of the guys in prison, I came from a broken family, and so I got a lot of street knowledge real quick at a young age. But unfortunately, it was a lot of peer pressure, and I ended up getting involved in drugs and ended up serving 30 calendar years in prison.
30 calendar years.
Yeah, now that was nonviolent crimes, but I kept escaping. When you lock a kid up, I was 16 years old when I first got locked up, and they told me they were locking me up for life. I'm like, you can't do that. At the time, I was at...
Wait, so they told you that at 16 you got sentenced to life?
That's what they told me. It was never happened. They told me they were going to give me a life sentence. Well, then they let me go. They wouldn't put me in the regular cells because I was still a minor. They're holding me in with in a county jail in a regular cell a night for isolation. But they would let me come out and sweep them off the halls, and then they started letting me wash the cars. And they had the pretty big old heavy set guy watching me, and I knew he couldn't catch me, so I took
Oh, so
off.
you ran.
Yes. And then
Brian, you escaped.
wait a minute. And while I'm on escape, I go commit more crimes. But I'm thinking, they're talking about locking me up for the rest of my life. What I have to lose?
Right.
So they were just trying to scare me up. And then my attorney tells me that. They told me, they were going to give you probation in 90 days withhold adjudication. Like, well, y'all didn't tell me that. You tell me you're going to lock me up for life. So yeah, I ran. But anyway, after they catch me on this first escape, I'd already committed more crimes. Now I turned 18 and ended up escaping again. Come to Florida from Texas and get arrested and got escaped
I gotta
again.
call you the gingerbread man.
And anyway, so all this time stacked up, and I knew I couldn't escape anymore, so I started studying law. And I was only 18, this is in early 80s. And I got pretty good at it. I knew that was the only way I could get out. I had a lot of time, 20 more years in Texas, 25 in Texas, 20 in Florida, and then 30 in the feds. That would have had to all do consecutive. Well, I ended up winning. It took me 11 years, but I ended up getting them all off. But I won a lot of other guys' cases in the meantime. I walked a lot of guys out of prison. Over 100 people I've walked out of prison. And I'm not even an attorney. I've worked with a lot of attorneys. I love Teresa Williams because I think she's really passionate about it. And so I actually came out of retirement to go back to work for her. But I've worked with a lot of attorneys who, they would tell you anything you wanted to hear for the money.
Right.
And I mean, this was, y'all caught me off guard. I wasn't preparing for this.
Yeah, no.
You told me, this is live, come on in. And so I had maybe an hour's notice, I guess, that I was going to be doing this podcast, which is fine because I'm telling it like it is. But a lot of the guys in prison, there's some really good people in there. They just most of them were just dumb mistakes. Now there's some people that belong in there. There really is. But back in the 90s, we came out with all these tough sentencing laws, mainly because you opened up all these private prisons for profits.
Right.
And you had all these big corporations lobbying the government for stricter sentencing laws. Well, we don't want to just slap somebody on the wrist if they go out there and commit some serious crimes. But at the same time, a lot of these guys were just kids. They go out there and make a mistake, and it didn't matter what your age was, you were being sentenced as an adult, first time offender. And they changed that. The United States Supreme Court said that was cruel and unusual punishment to give a juvenile life without parole. But that didn't happen until the late 90s. Before then, we had a lot of people in prison. I had several roommates over the years who came to prison when they were 15, 16 years old, serving life. And some of them, they were violent crimes or armed robberies. Nobody got hurt. There was some where people did get hurt. And those guys needed to be punished. Locking them up for life without any possibility for parole, though, that's...
So, let me ask you, with the work you do, how do you pick the cases that you're going to represent? Because because of what you've went through studying law, you're now helping other people who are in prison who shouldn't be there, be it because of unfair sentencing or they were over sentenced. You'd help them out. How do you judge who gets?
I don't turn any cases away. But no, we don't do it for free.
Right.
And I say that, but actually we have done a lot of them for free. Like right now, I know for a fact I got a guy, I can get him out. He's got 7 life sentences. And I've already got his motion ready to go, and I've already told him, look, just see what you can do. And, but some of these attorneys charge $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. The Williams Litigation Group is really generous in their fees. That's another reason I went to work for. But still, it's expensive. Even $5,000, $10,000 is a lot of money, especially in these times.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take me long to look at a case. Most of these attorneys study rules of evidence, trial practice. I spent all that time in the law library reading nothing but post-conviction cases. Every time a case came out, I'd get Florida Law Weekly and go through it, and I want to know all the cases dealing with criminal law and find out what the courts are messing up on, because if they messed up on this guy's case, chances are they messed up on a bunch of other cases, and it happens all the time.
How many, gosh, okay, so if you're turning over all of these.
Yeah, but now a lot of that, you had the Higgs decision came out in 95, which actually it didn't come out till like 99, but it was pertaining to the 1995 sentencing guidelines, which were ruled unconstitutional. But when they adopted the 95 guidelines, it increased the penalty that can be imposed upon a person. Under the 94 guidelines, a guy might go and commit the same crime. And in fact, I had several cases where this happened. Under the 94 guidelines, he would have got 3 or 4 years, but under the 95 guidelines, he not only had to serve 85% of his sentence, but he also had to get a harsher sentence of 15 years, what would have otherwise been a 3 or 4 year sentence. And after they ruled this 1995 sentencing guidelines unconstitutional, allowed those guys, if they could show, hey, under the valid laws in effect when my offense was committed, this is a maximum penalty I could get, then I was able to go back to the court and get them back. And that was like 5,000 people were affected by that. So when I say I walked 100 people out, that's including the Higgs, it's probably a lot more than that. But it's usually dealing with sentencing issues because they change the sentencing law so much. These attorneys don't have time to keep up with it. They study rules of evidence and trial practice. I study post-conviction law, and there's a big difference.
Right.
And a lot of attorneys don't get into post-conviction work because it's not a lucrative field. By the time a guy gets to that stage, they've already exhausted all their funds. you wouldn't believe how many people's contacted. Yeah, I've already got a second mortgage on the house, spent $50,000 on this attorney. He didn't do anything. It's a good feeling when I find a way to walk that guy out.
No, because
I might not have got the
going to
$50,000,
like
but I didn't get the $50,000, but I got the self-satisfaction of, hey, I don't have that education that these attorneys got, and I still walked this guy out.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. And like me and Teresa, Ms. Williams, with the Williams Litigation Group, we just got 2 life sentences off a guy. He'd been locked up 24 years and had went through several attorneys, several motions. I looked at his case for maybe 30 minutes. He's not even supposed to be in prison. They revoked a probation that didn't even exist.
Oh my God.
That was,
But how many,
Just imagine like how many people are just sitting there in jail.
it's
In prison.
In prison with life sentence, 7 life sentences.
even 30 years, even 2 years, it's still, that's 2 years of their life. If they deserved a non-state judicial sanction, that means probation, but the attorney didn't catch that, and they end up going to prison. Well, that's what Mona Lisa was talking about, the lack of education. It's not just with the defendants, the attorneys, they don't study the rules of post-conviction or what. A lot of these sentences, they change the sentencing law so much, the attorneys really can't keep up with it. One of the first things Teresa Williams got me when I went to work for her was Florida Law Weekly, because I told her, I said, look, that's like my life. I live off that because I want to know what the courts are saying, where the trial courts are messing up and dealing with people's sentences. But yeah, it's
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
No, I
But there's a
hear-
lot of guys that so a lot of them think I'm a miracle worker because I've had so much success, but I've looked at a lot of cases and wasn't able to do anything. And then look at it, some of them, I think I can't do anything, all of a sudden, whoa, hold up, got him. Mona can tell you, spent several months looking at one case, and I said, well, what about this? And, well, I didn't, but it wasn't
1983, I'll
something-
never forget it.
1983.
Yeah, I gave him the year 1983. He was like, "Oh yeah, because in 1983." I was like, "Okay, Brian, there you go. let's go ahead and make it happen." So yeah.
But it is really a good feeling every time I walk. Like, I love it when I go and pick the guy up from the jail when he's getting released, especially like this one guy, Orenthal Green. I can use his name because he already told me, look, you can use my name all you want. This is my life. No, you don't owe me nothing. Just stay out. Unfortunately, he's back in jail now.
My God, don't tell us his name.
Yeah, don't.
Don't tell us his name. So please
But he
don't.
does get out the 17th of this month.
Okay. All right.
So the whole thing, that's why I'm real big on what I do, because for some reason defendants really don't take it seriously. It's like
Until it's too late.
It's like, and then also like, do your research when you're hiring an attorney. Most attorneys, unfortunately, are not litigators. They're plea lawyers, right? They don't know how to apply the law in order to defend you. So you see, just think about it. If over 90% of defendants take a plea, where is the law being practiced? Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Right.
You have 100 people, 91, 92 of them take a plea.
Right.
Where is there room to litigate?
Right.
Right? So,
Well, I mean, why do you think that is? Why do you think, other than the ignorance of the defendant, is there another reason you think?
oh, there's plenty of reasons. So we're dealing with the defendant doesn't have the capacity, doesn't have the money. So most defendants don't have defense money, right? They want to get over it. They want to stop. They don't want to go to court every month. They don't want to
quick fix.
burden their families with like come to court. They don't want to organize. It's a combination of so many things.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you're being arrested, you have to take it very seriously and be part of that process, right? One of the things that sometimes we experience is defendants are sometimes hard to deal with, right? They don't want to listen to the attorney. They are very combative. They're late to court, right? Like just all these little things, because when you start thinking about how they think. So one of the things that makes me very effective, particularly I do a lot of motions to terminate probation, is you want to know how they think. right? You want to understand that the judicial system was based on, trust, right, respect, all these things that they talk about, but they never do.
Yeah,
right?
they don't do it.
So that's neither here nor there. It's our responsibility to dress appropriately to go to court so you can be taken seriously, right? Because what it is,
But when you say dress appropriately, okay, if I don't know what is appropriate to dress?
I always say like wedding attire, church attire. That's like the simplest thing.
Sunday's best.
Sunday's best. A suit, casual, very neat hair, not too much jewelry. You can't cry broke but have a whole bunch of jewelry on, right? It's
wear
like
flip-flops.
Or you don't want to wear flip-flops to court. You don't want to wear shorts to court. You don't want to be showing your breasts in court. You don't want to be showing your behind in court, right? It's extremely disrespectful. That's why when you get a subpoena or you get paperwork, and even when you walk into the courtroom, it says dress appropriately.
Yes, it
Proper
does.
attire required, right? We have to take those things seriously.
Right.
We play with the system a lot, and then we say, they're not fair or whatever the case may be. So if you're in front of a
Well,
judge,
they aren't fair, but they aren't fair. Like,
I mean, yes, we can say that, but we have to be part of that process.
We are. We
right?
do.
Because
I'm with you on
when
that.
you show up with dignity, with respect, dressed appropriately, they're like, okay, this person made it. And I'm not saying all judges, right? It's never all.
It's never-
right. It's never
Yeah,
all. So
some.
let's get that out of the way. It's
Right.
never all. What I'm saying is, we are a huge part of our own detriment.
yeah, no,
Right.
accountability.
That's all I'm
You
saying.
probably take accountability, okay?
I can go on all day. So let's say there's a defendant that needs their friend, their family that was there as a witness. We need them to come to court. They're not coming. Well, because this and da-da-da-da. We need you to come to court.
Because this is affecting this person's
Right.
life.
They're not
Show support.
coming. They don't show up. And then, so that's the thing. It's like we really have to be part of the process, right? Like we talk about politics being part of the process. We have to be part of that process. And we have to not be afraid to show up. Like you can come in and do what's called a deposition and talk about the defendant, even if you have a criminal history. Like the state is not out to get you. You see what I'm saying? It's a defense strategy.
I think a lot of people just want to stay as far away from the system,
as
period.
possible.
Be it police, be
Trust.
it security guard, be it anything, politicians, whoever. They want to stay away from it. And I get that part. But then there are a lot of things that happen that's like, it's out of our control, i.e.
Jobs, employment, a lot of times things get in their way.
Yeah, people can't make it for a number of reasons.
Correct.
But, then there are things that happen that puts us, that we have to. Like, I think right now for me, let me say where I'm seeing the judicial system work is through the lives of other people. And we're watching these things happen via social media. Step is some things that say gun violence. Is two of them. You could put either one of them up. We'll dive into that. So, like, I wanted to talk about this with you all here because, as the public, we are inundated with information. Too much information about what's going on in the world, but when it comes to gun violence, right? When it comes to crime and homicides and things that affect our communities, some solutions that others may have, I'm always wondering, okay, so why are we not doing that here? Or why we're not doing it in places where the crime is high? And it always falls back to politics of why we're not doing it. I wanted to put this up because I keep reading this story. Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore, Maryland, he took a community-based approach to safety, to policing, okay? And his homicides hit a 50-year low in the middle of 2025, right? In the middle of 2025, that means it's summertime. Summertime in Baltimore, in any city, in any inner city, summertime, crime peaks. It peaks, right?
School's out.
School's out, right? And it's hot, okay? And idle time. And we have all of these examples of, okay, it works here. So why not pick it up and put it here? And it always boils back down to politics.
Correct.
It always boils back down to politics. But how do we get the system? Because then my question is, do y'all think the system even wants that to change? Because if they got prisons with new tape and stuff they ready to pull off of people, do they want to divert people from going to prison? Is that do they want that? Do y'all think they want it?
We had a governor years ago who actually said that Florida, he was talking about the prison industry. He says it's the fastest growing industry, and he realized when he said it, oops, I messed up. We don't want it to grow, but or we don't want the public to know we want it to grow. But yet you're steadily building prisons, you're creating more laws to get harsher sentencing, you're filling up the prisons as fast as you can, because just like any company, you want it to grow to make money, and the prison industry creates a lot of jobs. You've got probation officers, the guards, the
Pretrial.
wardens, the chaplains,
The ward, the chaplain, the
everything,
food service,
everything.
everything.
Service, medical,
Everything.
It's a whole business.
It's a business.
And this is the thing, I want people to understand. Florida is a pro-law enforcement state.
Yes.
Point blank.
Law
period.
and order.
well,
Law
the
and
United
order.
States is a country of laws.
Yeah, but Florida specifically and Texas, they are pro-law enforcement. Now we have open carry, we have no permits, and people are, I've been on social media lately because of all the stuff that has been happening. And I just stay quiet because the majority of people, I guess, is just for likes and for, outrage. But at the end of the day, the majority of society has no idea what they talk about. They arguing back and forth, disrespecting everybody back and forth about why people got arrested. They're not going to get arrested, and they have no idea about circumstances. They have no idea rules of evidence. They have no idea about anything. So it's the misinformation is becoming it's overwhelming, and
It's hard for people to know what the truth is because there's more misinformation out than there is truth out there. And I get that. And that is why for me it's important to create spaces where we can talk. We can have conversations with people who know. So this episode for me was important because of a lot of the gun violence that I've been seeing going on.
it's out of control,
Right?
Sarah.
And I wanted to address it today because we're coming up to the middle of the summer. When the last day of summer? Florida is summer all around, but we summer right now. But it's important for me to touch on this because I, for one, we're seeing so many people be affected by gun violence, and then we don't have any answers. We don't know what to do. We don't. When I say we don't know what to do, we actually do. We're just not being proactive and being demanding of our elected officials to look at models around the United States that have worked to decrease these things. And we're just keep falling for the same old okie doke and just the political correct answers with stuff when it's like, while y'all up there playing, people down here dying. And it's like, for me, well, I'm not talking to them anymore. We got to talk to the people. We got to make sure the people know what's going on and understand that it's affecting you differently than it's affecting them. And as much as we like to say that well, I ain't gonna say we. People like to say we all in this together. How are we all in this together and we all aren't affected the same, right? We got to be real and stop with the feel good conversations and the feel good statements. No, we got to be real because people are dying. It's another gun violence thing up. There's something I do want to bring up too. So the North Lauderdale
This is
Walmart
huge
parking lot,
right
it's
now.
been circulating social media. I didn't want to play the video.
Right.
I did not want to play the video.
Just recently occurred.
It just recently occurred.
It went viral. Like
but,
Broward
yeah.
County is going viral a lot.
A lot.
Broward County is at the top of the nation's news.
Everything, like if you look at look on any news trending topics, you will see Broward County.
Because they
It's
record it
trending.
all.
Yeah.
Everything is recorded. Everything is recorded.
And what Shakay was saying earlier in regards to having conversations with your daughter, one of the things that I'm always advocating is whether or not you've been in the system, we are all affected directly or indirectly, and it has to become a school curriculum. Just like they teach stuff we never use, they need to be teaching criminal justice on a proactive manner, right? Because our children can be in someone's vehicle and get caught up, can be at a party and get caught up. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not
At the lake and get caught
we
up
are
at the lake.
continuously talking community, yet we are individualistic and independent mindsets versus interdependence, right? So, like, for example, with my son's in his 30s. Before he hit 18, like as a teenager, I was always educating him specifically about when dealing with women, I need you to ask for ID. You better ask for ID.
Yeah.
You better, because when I was in the courtroom, I would see young black men lose their scholarships and their whole entire pretty much career because he was 19 and the young lady may have been 16. Right now, next thing you know, he's now, they don't label him as a sex offender, but child neglect, child abuse. Then you lose your scholarships. Like, we have to really take this seriously. Because if our children are lame, and they don't understand how to even talk to a police officer or exercise their Fifth Amendment right, we are in serious trouble.
Yeah.
And we continue, well, I ain't had nothing to do with it. I never been arrested. Well, I gotta talk. And then next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
On our part, right? It's exhausting because it's like, talk to your children, educate your children between financial literacy. We need, I wish there was a school where they teach what we need based on what we're dealing with right now.
But then we gotta be that.
So, and then here's the thing with that. So, it's a mindset thing too, because my mom didn't talk to us about the judicial system. So I didn't know I also didn't know to teach that to my child.
Right.
And then here's the thing: a lot in the community that I come from, my mother lost her mother at 12. So my mother didn't experience parenting until the age of 12. Then my mother was born in '58. Then her mother had 7 other kids. So she didn't really have an education. Her mom had 7 kids before she died, and she died at 41. So it's like my mom only knew how to be a mom up to 12. So when I turned 13, she didn't know because she didn't have her mother. So a lot of the things I didn't know because I didn't get from home. Yeah. So it was till I got to my 40s for my mindset to change, and now for me to do it. And it was because I had to see what was going on around. Like, I had to step outside of what I knew. I had to get that reality check and step outside of what I knew. And now I'm like sitting in this conversation now. This is something I want her to go back and watch now, because she's 22 now. And a lot of the things that we talk about now, I'm talking to her about because, again, I didn't know. So that's another thing that hurts the community. We don't know. We don't know. And they take the ignorance and they take it as an insult, but you're ignorant to it because you don't know. And it's not that you don't know because you dumb. It wasn't something that was in your household. It wasn't something that was talked about.
And not only that, we don't talk about it. You have a lot of people who go to church. The majority of the family members there are going through some stuff. The pastor will never bring it up. There's never a safe space for people to talk about it. Your son is in prison right now or arrested. You need bond money. You can't go ask the church. Like, no one is. I'm gonna tell you something.
Also, one thing. Let me say this. Also, one thing is too, when someone goes to jail, we're never saying they're in jail. We're saying they're in college.
Right.
So we're growing up. My uncle in jail for life for murder, but as we're growing up, we're told, oh, he off in college. So that's another level of ignorance that they've slapped on top of us, because all this time when my uncle come home, I'm thinking that he's been in college all this time, the whole time. My uncle done robbed 3 liquor stores, he done shot 2 people, he done killed this, he done served 35 years in prison, and I don't know that because it wasn't taught to me. He in college.
Well,
And then when he come home, we having a party.
well, I mean, I think
So-
we have so much that we gotta make sure we're addressing as a community, because, like you say, a lot of it is what if you're not taught it, then how can you teach it, right? If you're not exposed to it, how do you know it exists? That's true, but we are not in a space right now where we can avoid conversations. We can no longer avoid those conversations, because those conversations we are avoiding are the reasons that we're in the predicament we're in. Like I hear a lot of people saying this. These kids these days. Well, who the hell kids they is? Cause we the new aunties and they the grandma. So who kids we talking about?
Right.
You know, this is still part of our community, and if we're going to operate as community, then there takes a lot of tough conversations to be had. And Mona Lisa, you talk about, you know, the church. There's not spaces at the church, even if it's not the church. Even if we're not setting stuff up at the church, what's at the local the community center? During Little League football team, okay, is it a support group over here for this? Is it this? Like it's not that we're not together. We're just not talking about what we need to talk about when we do get together.
But again, a lot of them don't know to talk about that.
Right. So
And it's a
We-
shame
it's
thing,
us-
though.
it's- we have to get in those conversations. So
We have
when
to
they
provoke
in the-
those
when-
conversations.
We
I
have to
do.
meet them where they're at, because when they're at the football field, that's not what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So we have to those who do know have to now start going to those conversations.
yeah,
Because they don't know.
They gotta
That
take
ain't-
accountability for their actions too, and they have to decide. It's a decision for them if they want to be a part of it. But we got to make sure the conversations are being had, because to get to a point where you get in life sentences and then hoping that you get Brian and then have the money. First of all, that means before you get to Brian, you got to have the money for the attorney and or go through a public defender and all that. And then when you get here, like it's
Well-
And the burden is on the
it's
family.
too much.
First, we gotta not commit crimes too.
Yeah, all
We
of that.
definitely got to do that, because we can't be committing crimes and then want our family to be supportive, and you study
True.
doing that. Now
But here's a bigger thing. So, with not committing crimes, this is one of the things that bothers me. You have a lot of these young men that are out selling water, selling candy bars. We won't support them.
No, we won't. We'll
You
ride
feel
right
me?
down.
It's so many things.
But it's a twist of that, because of the people who got them out there selling them.
But nothing wrong with them being out there selling it.
Right.
I guarantee you, most of them, at least that's what I think, most of them who out there selling it, that's a sign of entrepreneurship.
Yep.
Right, but it's an adult. See, and what I've learned about that, it's an adult who's taking them there. From where I stayed at, it was this lady who used to pick the kids up, drop them off to the beach, have them sell that stuff, and bring her back the money.
Oh, so she pimping them.
Exactly. So a lot of those kids, so when you see them out there selling water, first, how you wail over here on the beach? How you get over here?
Well, we used to catch the bus or walk down there or ride our bicycle.
But we weren't going to sell no waters either.
No, but that's how we got there.
I'm saying we was
just-
going to hang out.
That's
These kids going to sell water. How you?
How do we prevent?
Exactly.
How do we prevent the crimes? Like we don't want.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
the
Like,
guy
how do we
from
prevent? Yeah, how do we-
the mayor in Baltimore, Maryland, implemented a community-based approach to safety.
What was the community approach?
He has a program. He has a program that he ran. Well, he opened up the pools all summer long. He opened up the libraries all summer long. He had the basketball. Like it was just a lot of things that he
To engage.
did that kept the idle minds of people occupied. It was just the summer was full of always something to do. So you're not sitting around looking to see who getting out their car and leaving their purse in their car, or who, like you're not sitting and doing it. And
And
I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm sure there was food, right?
yeah.
The kids were being fed
I'm-
throughout the day. They're not hungry. You
Because
know?
a lot of things that are happening are crimes of poverty.
Yep.
They're crimes of poverty and crimes of opportunity. Okay,
So we got to bring the price of the summer camps down.
we got to do a lot. Hey, but we got to do that.
We
Sound good?
No, I'm just saying, because like because sometimes they can't go to the summer camp. Summer
Because
camp
it's too much.
it's
Summer
expensive.
camp does-
Daycare is expensive. So we, yeah.
He made it free.
You got to, yeah.
He made it free, but see, these are things that progressive, the people who are solution based, who really want to help the community, our communities. And a lot of people talk like they do want to help, but when it comes to saying, okay, well, hey, here's something that can help, especially help, because I'm tired of hearing Pompano and Broward County name ringing for violence and gun violence. Well, here's something that can help. Can y'all do this? And y'all find every reason why not to do it, then you really don't want to help. Because this is proven to help in places. And we're not asking people to believe something that's not tangible, that you can't see. This works, right? And it's not just there. There are other places that are having success through community-based approach when it comes to safety, when it comes to policing, because policing isn't preventative. It's not preventative.
No.
It doesn't. More policing, studies show more policing doesn't decrease. It doesn't decrease crime. It actually increases the chances of people being arrested because there's more police officers there. And as much as you want to find a balance in things, you got to know that, hey, what needs to be done up there, they got to be held accountable. But then down here, we got to also hold each other accountable. Steph, it's another image I want you to put up, because I know you spoke about Florida being, the new Florida law, the new laws being the law enforcement.
It's pro-law
enforcement, right? It's the other one, Steph. But I do want to get to this. But then I was going through reading all of the new laws that Governor DeSantis put into place with his new signing of these bills. HB 429 stuck out to me so bad because it recognizes social media activity and online admissions as evidence of gang involvement.
Yeah.
In its harsher sentences, it allows for harsher sentences. So Brian talked about the prisons and it's a growing. Look, if now there's a law that says social media activity and online admissions as evidence of gang involvement, and you can actually use that as evidence
For an enhancement.
For an enhancement. Because social media is used in court as evidence, point blank period. Now,
do y'all think okay, let's ask.
Okay.
Do y'all think that the general public understands that social media is evidence?
I don't think they
do you
do.
know?
No.
They don't realize their phone is being tracked everywhere they go, which
Yeah.
is evidence every court.
There was
Your phone could be
He's got his
pinged
phone on him.
everywhere.
There was a case where a gentleman was on probation and he had a picture of a gun. He had a gun online. It was a picture that he had a gun in his hand. Someone snitched on him, sent it to his probation officer, and he was immediately arrested. See, we play too much on social media. It's bad. Well, the thing is like this, when I used to mentor kids, 15, 20 years ago, and I would, help them, they getting in trouble in my neighborhood. Back in 2008, 2009, Facebook stuff was used in court.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what just happened with those Haitian boys at the Waffle House. How they was able to match them up, the jacket. His jacket from the camera, and then his picture online and his club picture always
Yeah.
the same jacket. Like,
And the crazy part is this, that investigators and agents don't even have to do too much work because everything is on social media.
yeah, they definitely don't have to do it now with bloggers.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like for me, I'm saying it stuck out because okay, I have young kids. I have a 5-year-old now, but I also have a 19, 25-year-old. Right? They grew up with phones in their hand. They grew my baby boy. He definitely growing up with it. So we're talking about a surveillance. We're in a surveillance society. Everything is watched, filming everything. Like you're not being watched.
And now
You
they're on
are,
Twitch.
right? And then they're streaming, right?
streaming.
They're streaming their whole lives. Like you see, like it's that's just where we are. So then you take that on top of mistakes. Some people don't even know it's a crime. Like we look at what's happening. Kids run and take steal a water bottle out of the convenience store. I don't think at no point did he think him stealing a bottle of water out of the convenience store would result in him losing his life.
Right.
But then, even that, okay, because people will justify him being shot because he stole. You know, depending on what part of the Bible you read, you know, they cut your hand off for stealing and stuff.
You know, politicians are always, they don't want to be known for being soft on crime. They let you know, yeah, we're going to be a law and order state. We're going to be tough on crime. But a friend of mine, Neil Vos, with the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, he once said, what they need to do is learn how to be right on crime. Not soft, not tough, but right on crime.
Be right.
Humanize it. But you put somebody on a piece of paper and say, well, he scores out to this based on the nature of the offense. He has a prior arrest from 10 years ago. Even though he was a juvenile.
All those points add
All
up.
those points.
All of it add up.
All of it add up. And then the enhancements are gangs, violence on the elderly, depending how many weapons. It's called a score sheet. They're just adding. Oh, you hurt an elderly, more points. You gang related, more points. And next thing you know, life. You score out to life in prison.
Well, listen.
But firearms definitely are the biggest enhancer. If you
Firearms.
commit a crime with
Yep.
a firearm,
Yep.
and you know, I mean, I hate to, but for me, when I got out, I met a real good Christian lady, and had it not been for that, I don't doubt for a second I'd already been back. Because
We need community support.
most of the guys come out, they walk out with so much bitterness towards authority. They don't know anything about the advancements in technology. They didn't have cell phones when I went in back in '81.
Right.
I'm like, man, this phone does everything. Walmart Superstore. I'm like, man, this used to be like a little grocery store. I mean, it's a store where you buy luxury items and stuff, but now it's grocery stores and everything.
Yeah.
In one place, and that's. I mean, it's a different world when
It's a
if you do
different world.
5 or 10 years, you walk out. It's a different world out here. But politicians need to, that's why what she was talking about, how people need to show their support for somebody when they show up in court. Because you want the court to humanize it. You want to get away from the books and, hey, realize this is a human being we're dealing with. Is this a problem he has? Does he have, a lot of it is mental problems. A lot of it's drug problems, trying to support their drug habits. Really, I think, and I know this isn't a faith-based program you got, but for me, the biggest thing is when I gave my life over to Christ, that's what really saved me. And I really think that when they took the Bibles out of school, things started
A lot of
changing.
people will agree with you, sir. A lot of people would agree with you on that.
Because we used to ride around with rifles in the back of our pickup trucks. You get in a fight, you didn't even think about going and getting it.
I think there's so much to be said about what faith-based schools, faith-based raising your kids, you know, all of those things definitely contribute to you having a conscious or a second person to say, hey, like that little person on your shoulder, pop up and
Foundation.
say, hey,
It be two of
you
them
need to go
sometimes.
home.
Yeah.
Or, hey, don't get in that car.
And realize that you shoot somebody and you kill them, That's
That's
definite.
it.
That's
but see,
permanent.
then that's.
I don't think
I
the
don't think
kids
they
know.
understand that.
I don't think
They
the
don't
kids
realize-
know
they don't
that.
realize that, hey,
they
this is
have
permanent.
Roblox now, and I think they think when they die, they can get some points and come back. I don't think they realize that when you die, that's it.
So then, okay, so if we're saying that, because I agree with you to a degree. So why are they on there? If they think that if Roblox,
I'm just using a game.
I'm
You
using
know how
the
you-
game,
Yeah,
period. The
right.
Roblox, Call of Duty, shoot,
Or
what's
Sunny.
the duck game.
But Sonny, when you lose a life, you know you come back, or you can get a
Anything.
little pebble and you can get an extra
You
life.
gotta know.
When you play a Mario Brother, you know how you get an extra life. I don't know what they're thinking, because they instantly think kill, shoot.
Well, the
Like-
whole, I mean, if the majority of society is raising their children on a phone, the phone is raising the children, not the parents.
And a lot of us are.
Right? So, I'm real adamant about that. Like, I don't play that. I have a nephew. When he's with me, there is no. I don't care. No, we're not doing none of that. That is one of the biggest issues. Parents are not raising their children. The phones is raising their children,
And it's
and
raising-
tablets are raising their children. And when you start seeing something consistently over and over and over and over again, your brain gets reprogrammed, right? That's all they do. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to shake hands. They don't know how to introduce themselves.
Yeah.
They don't know how to communicate. All they want to do, I mean, you see some of these kids, you take their phone away, they have panic attacks, anxiety attacks. They're killing their parents. They're shooting people up because you took a phone away. Like, we are
I deal with that.
in deep trouble, and I don't think we really understand that. I don't think we really understand that.
so-
as a society, not necessarily
As
black
a
and brown folks.
society, yeah, I
I'm
do.
talking everybody at this point.
As a society, I do agree with you on that. So I did want to, just really make sure we touch on the Walmart incident.
Okay.
I wanted to touch on it because it's been circulating,
Heavy.
very, very heavily, and I've seen a lot of different opinions and stuff about it. And I did want to hear from, both of you if you saw it. She hasn't been charged.
No, they're doing an investigation.
Okay, so she hasn't been charged as of yet. Yeah, I want to hear y'all thoughts on it.
Me personally, I feel she's going to get charged. I pray she doesn't, but I feel she's going to get charged.
Why?
One, it's highly polarized, and it's just a huge thing. You have the issue with race-based, right?
Race gonna play an issue in it.
Race, it's an election year. And also
Gender.
gender.
If race plays or gender got to play
Yes.
a.
And then here's another thing that I want to point out. The way that they, he's a veteran, and my condolences to the family. He's a veteran, he's this, he's that, right? They made him look pretty good, I guess. I'm not, just the whole veteran and all this stuff. He's 62, and kind of like how they described him, right? And in just knowing the system from behind the scenes, people they will be calling the state attorney's office to push for this person to get charged, right? That's politics. Like, there's behind the scenes where there's a lot of pressure put on the state attorney's office
Right now,
for
especially.
someone to get charged. My concern in regards to what happened is she came out of the vehicle with the gun in her hand. That is my concern. That's why I feel she may get charged. Of course,
Was she wrong for doing that? Is that illegal to come out your car with a gun if you feel threatened?
It all has to do with
Because we don't need a permit to carry.
Right. But
So-
my concern is whether it was right or wrong is the circumstances that come behind it. I believe that preventative measures should always be taken because I know how they think. One of the things I feel that may be argued is, why didn't you leave the scene? why, you know what I mean? Like all these whys, because again, we don't have the full story on what happened behind. Some people are saying, well, he went into the store and she's waiting for him. You feel me? If you kind of see the encounters, you know, he's going around her, she's going, you know, like he's following her, and then I think she kind of comes back around. It was too much going on for it to possibly be considered imminent danger.
I seen that video.
I don't know. I don't really know. I just know how like the system thinks, and at times they'll charge and be like, just let the jury decide, right? And that this is the problem with letting the jury decide. Does she have enough money for a good defense? Right?
Unfortunately,
Because
that's reality.
right, because the whole thing is this: like the state, you know, like the state or the county may not want to deal with all that pressure. Because I don't know if our people is calling and be like, don't charge her. See what I'm saying? It's a thing. It's like,
But see, like with you saying that, I think too, that popped up in my head. Do people even know that that is an option? Because if people know to call to ask for the charges to be pressed, do people know they can also call and ask for the charges not to be pressed? Like
Right.
the outcry from the community of what they can do, or the people or the support, is based on their knowledge. If they don't know, they can call the state attorney's office and say, hey, don't press charges on this, or send an email. Then why would they do it? If the people, i.e. the family, i.e. the politicians who want to, you know, whatever, feel like they are being tough on crime, if they can get on the phone and do that and get something done, then the people don't. If the people don't know they can do it, why would they do it?
right.
Why would they?
So
do it?
I just really, I don't know. This is tricky for me. There's a lot going on social media. I was on a live like at 5 o'clock in the morning a few days ago, and I just kind of stayed quiet because people were just talking like out of their behinds. I'm like, y'all don't have any idea.
I mean, but that's where we are right now. People becomes full investigators, detectives, judge, jury, forensic scientists, just
Everything.
CSI.
Everything.
Everything online, and we're literally talking about people's lives. That's why I say social media. We are inundated with information. We have access to too much information, because then I know. Guess what? I know y'all not doing processing the information you're getting.
Or,
You're not,
or reaching out to her for her support, like to see what happened, like who supports her.
Right.
Who gets her story? We know he's a veteran. We know he this, but who gets her story? Who supports her? Who even goes to her? Who knows that they can be a resource to her to help her? Like, where's her defense team? Like, I haven't seen her defense team. I've only seen people say, you know, oh, she didn't have to shoot him, or she may go to jail, but where is like her defense team? I don't think black women are protected enough.
I agree.
Like,
I agree. I don't think you'll get any.
Where's her support? Because the video, I seen the video, and walking up to someone with a gun pointed at you, telling you to go away. But you got your hands up walking towards the gun.
Okay, yes, I agree with the fact that of course he should have walked away, he should have minded his business, he should have left, he should have, right?
Over a parking spot.
Right, and then, and that's the saddest part, over a parking spot. But then here's,
But really, let's be real. When we say over a parking spot, we're eliminating
The disrespect that's coming out.
we're not
principle.
addressing the climate of this country. That was just the trigger point for both of them, for whatever they was dealing with. It so happened it's a black woman and a white man, and that's not so happen. That's the tale of America. That is the tale of this country. You're not telling a new story that this was a white man that was shot or killed by a black woman who felt her life was in danger. What's different about this story is she ain't arrested yet.
right.
That's the difference with this story right now. But then also what's different, it's on camera. Do we know how many things have happened where there was no evidence and no cameras? And guess who got the brunt of that and who was believed?
Right.
It's always going to be the white person. It's always going to be the person who's dead. It's always going to be that. And we continue to see, you know, we continue to see society show us the ugliest parts of us. And then we try to fit it into a justice system and then ask people also to, hey, let's all be human. How? How are we going to do that with all of this stuff happening? This lady got a gun. She got out the car with her gun. I'm going to say, hey, if I feel threatened, how can the system tell me when I feel like my life in danger or not?
That's a risk people have to take.
Right, and then we're in a state where we don't even have.
Because had she not got out with her gun and he walked up to her, then what?
She could have shot him.
No, if she
He could have disarmed her. He's an Army veteran.
He's an Army veteran.
Steph, you're a serviceman. Are you taught to disarm? Like you guys have training, right? If a woman had a gun at you, what would you do? Even with your training.
Walk away.
You gonna walk away.
Unless you feel like
you can overpower her.
If I get close enough, yeah.
But here's another thing too, though, because I spoke about this on a live. Like, we're not taking mental health seriously. We don't know if that veteran had mental health, right?
We don't know if she had
We
mental
don't know
health.
if she had mental health.
but the video clearly shows he walked down there where she was at.
Yeah.
That video all day long.
See,
the
so-
video shows him walk to her.
No, I understand all that. My whole thing is that we know what climate we are in. Obviously, the person with the gun has more responsibility and liability, right?
Mhm, sure.
And that's what it is. And the saddest part is that if she gets charged, a defense on that is minimum $75,000.
So that's when the community needs to come together and figure out how do we support her. We know he's a white man. We know he's a veteran. We see the picture that he's painting. So now we get, because we just said showing up, being support,
Yeah.
going to court. So
And that's
so what a
that's
defense
part of
team
the solution.
what a defense team should do from seeing that footage, get
Get
together,
together. Yeah.
contact her, and let's support her. Let's protect her.
That's-
Because he's being protected already when they put up the image.
Mm-hmm.
So that was already to give us an image of who this guy is. So now let's go protect her.
Yeah.
Let's get community
That's what
together.
I'm hoping happens.
Well, I've seen a couple high-profile attorneys talking about the cases.
Okay.
Lee Merritt, I've seen him talking about the case. I've also seen Sue Ann Robinson talking about the case. I've seen quite a few attorneys talking about it. I think too, like Shakay say, like, okay, when are we going to get our great attorneys and people?
Our Johnny
who-
Cochran's?
Not even just him.
Like,
Like
you see
people
what
to
happened with
support.
Carmelo Anthony? When we get together, he out on bond. Nobody thought that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But what the community did, they seen it, they got together, and they supported
And the
him.
thing is, that's what I keep saying. Like, do we know our people power?
Yeah, we do. I think a lot of us
Do we
know
know?
we're just not being activated.
Right.
Like we need to be activated. Like something has to activate us. And unfortunately, sometimes it be things like Carmelo Anthony. It be things like Nolan just now. Like
Or Marquise, the little boy Marquise on the 4th of July went out with friends, lured him around to the other side of the lake, left him there with 2 life jackets. He's never been to that lake, doesn't know how to swim. They were on the other side of the lake, laughing at him, telling him to swim. Luckily, a family was canoeing and came upon it and was able to get him
Yeah, I saw- I
and
think
drag
I
him
saw that.
across the lake. And those boys were still taunting him as the family was dragging him
I
across.
think I saw that. It's just so much going on.
Yeah, it is. Well, listen, I think I definitely had to make sure we start having conversations around gun violence, around the criminal justice system, and really just start to find out what resources are out there. Who do we go to?
Right now, I will say Broward County has the best state attorney we've ever had.
Yep. Shout out to Harold Pryor.
Harold
Definitely.
Pryor.
He is the first black man state attorney in the state of Florida.
He is. And
He
he's
actually
young.
exonerated a friend of mine that I know, because I know the guy, that was actually innocent after he spent almost 35 years in prison.
Yeah.
But it was because of Harold Pryor that he's out now.
Yeah.
He actually exonerated another guy, but the guy, he spent so much time, he got rebellious when he got pulled over in Georgia and got shot.
Yeah. That's another thing, we need to deal with institutionalization,
Recidivism.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So when people get out of prison, they're institutionalized, so you gotta educate the family, you gotta make sure there's a whole support system, you gotta make sure that they go get therapy, like it's a whole thing. You have families that get frustrated when people come out of prison because they don't know how to deal with them, right? So you're dealing with pre and post. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is. It is.
Eggs $7.
Say that again.
Eggs $7. When they
Gas $4.
rent $3,200, so that's a lot.
It's a lot.
When you go to jail, you've been in jail 15 years, and you come home, and
It's a lot. It's a lot. Steph, I think we got some announcements and stuff up in there. Let's do this. Let's do the always right now, and then we'll come back. We'll jump in it from there. You got the always? No, you ain't got that in there. All right then. Well,
hey, chat,
put
how
up the
y'all
announcements.
doing?
I don't see none of chat talking in here.
I am Octavia. I'm tuned in. Like, share, leave your comment down below. Very interesting subject. Beyond Revealed Media. Thank you for having us in this live audience. It was definitely a treat to watch you in action, close up and personal. Great show, great topic, great team. God bless. Octavia, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Very informative. Y'all come in and get educated.
Yeah. Appreciate
Alright.
y'all chat. I don't
Chat.
see none of that on here. You see this?
Who all in the chat? We got 14 people here. Let us know who all in the chat.
Okay, you got it. All right, so we're gonna let this play because guess what? Bottom Up Podcast don't happen without the money. If y'all want to support to keep this going, y'all, this where you go right here. Steph, roll the clip. We bike. We bike like we never left. Okay, listen.
It's like you just.
It's like what? What you laughing for? You always laughing.
It's just like we back. Like,
Time
New
to
drink.
get into new drink.
one part Alizé, one part Crystal.
Yeah.
Dog fashion,
Dog
baby.
fashion. Guaranteed to get you. Okay. Okay.
And the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't like when we talk like
They
that. They say
don't.
we don't use complete sentences. Hey, Steph, they been attacking us for no reason.
It ain't been no reason though.
It ain't been no
Ain't
reason.
been no reason.
Steph.
No, we're like, quiet as kept. Okay, we knew it was coming.
Chin up.
Chest out. We gonna thug it out. We gonna thug it out. Well, at least some of us is. At least some of us is. Listen, I just want to say this too.
Hey, but wait, look how it's like the commercial just did a time zone.
Yeah.
The whole personality we just did a on off switch.
Listen, because we know when to be serious, and we know when to be serious, sir.
Or seriousist. Welcome to Thursday. Bottom Up Podcast.
We here.
We here.
We here. Listen. Okay, so listen, Steph, we got a bunch of little announcements and stuff we gonna ride through because I know what people think we gonna talk about right now or today. Let's just go ahead and run it, Steph. What we got? What kind of announcements we got?
Steph,
Who's that?
roll the clip.
What was the announcement?
All right. Okay, so Pompano Beach Community Engagement Session. Y'all voice matter. I don't know if they told you, but it do. But July 23rd at 6 p.m. at EPAT Larkin Center. We're going to start the community engagement sessions of what a new EPAT Larkin Center could possibly be. Hey,
Let's talk about it.
now is the time to come out and make sure your voices are heard, okay? Make sure you're in the building July 23rd, 6 p.m. All right, what else we got? See, look.
I gotta order my shirt.
I
Cause I told you what my attire is.
Man, I just seen I got cowboy boots already in my closet.
You do? I do
I
too,
don't even-
but I want a new pair.
Nice. Hey.
But they ain't never seen them in Arcadia.
They ain't never seen them. They don't even know. They ain't never seen you,
know-
in Arcadia.
When you know my attire for these new hostings.
I
right?
already know. Listen,
Okay.
August 1st, we are in Arcadia, Florida. Brought to you by Threes Up Entertainment. Shout out to Tammy Mack of Threes Up Entertainment. Listen, get at her for your tickets, your table reservations. We about to have a small town boogie. This is a line dancer love story. I promise y'all, we got the South Florida line dancers coming through with us. DJ Sco on the ones and two. It's hosted by me and the Big Bodacious one. If y'all don't know who the Big Bodacious one is, y'all gotta come out and meet her. Come out and meet her. We're gonna have a good time. Listen, you can get your tickets online or you can get them from T Mac. Her number at the bottom. That's how you know you that's how you know you in the small town. Cause they put they phone numbers on the
My phone number on my corn flyer. But listen, I'm gonna be
You in a small town. I don't know why Pompano don't think they not a small town. Pompano
We're
is
big. Google us. Big Pompano. Big P.
Alright. So what else we got, Steph? Listen, shout out to Big Daddy Conk on 27th Ave, right, in Kite City. We doing bingo and hookahs on the 2nd and 4th Saturday nights. Listen, $20, you get your double, you get your 2 bingo cards and a drink. You can get your additional cards, but listen, you got a chance to win cash prizes, raffle, music, networking. The kitchen gonna be open. It's a vibe. It's black owned. It's in the community. He say, Serica, listen. Burger say, Serica, listen. I want this space to be where we can just come and we can network. We can have us a little good time and little food, little conversation, play a couple games or whatever. Listen, I say, you know what? I like that.
Y'all got
That's my
Domino's?
vibe right there.
I done started like Domino's.
Domino's? I love Domino's.
You know, ever since I've been going to Auntie's Day Out, I think I'm a domino player.
Oh yeah, Auntie's Day Out is definitely gonna make you, you know, you're gonna play dominoes. You go see, it's a difference. Do you play dominoes or bones?
What's bones?
See, we gonna teach you. What else we got?
Oh, I don't like that.
Listen, y'all, my daddy sold out of sweet potato pies this past weekend. So he loved doing them. Listen, these pies.
You had put the corn in there.
Hey, did you put the corn in there? You can just airdrop it to Step.
Step by sick of us.
Yeah, I know it is.
Step gets sick of us.
Grandpa got the sweet potato pies, y'all. Y'all holler at him. If y'all want the sweet potato pies, y'all text your order. $20 a pie, $5 a slice. We talked about doing next weekend a sale, a exclusive sale. So I'll get with him and let him know. But listen, if y'all don't know,
I can airdrop his
these
name.
sweet potato pies, yeah, there. What else we got, Steph? That's it. Well, listen, Steph. Now, just to wrap this up right quick, like, we definitely been under siege. That's what it called when ain't that's what they call it when the enemy get on land. they start getting close to where you at. Yeah, we've been under siege. We've been under siege here lately. But one thing about it though.
842-152.
You say what?
He was talking to me.
Oh, because it is 8:42. So when
It
he said
is.
8:42, I'll say what?
It is.
Okay, that's just that. Don't worry about it.
It's that thug passion.
Yeah, listen. I just want y'all to know it is July 9th. The next time we'll be here is July. When we here next? Let's make sure. No, July 14th is a commission meeting. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're there. Chicane got that fried corn.
I got some fried corn. Step.
Good. It's good.
Step. I got to bring you some fried corn.
It's good.
Look.
Make sure it's fresh. Make sure
Fresh.
it's-
Step. Little chicken. Make me eat little chicken wings.
That you really do. Don't mess around and get some ranch dip from
So I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna go ahead and make me a little dip, right?
Yeah.
Cause they told me to do a ranch dip, and then one of them told me hot sauce. I say, huh? They said hot sauce.
Yeah.
Give them a little drop of hot sauce so they could dip it in there.
Yeah.
That's all right then.
It's
So yeah, junk corn.
It's good. It's good. Y'all make sure y'all get at my girl for your fried corn, junk corn. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. But still, look. What we ain't gonna do is act like next week we ain't back here on the 16th. The 14th though is a commission meeting. Now look, boy,
Still.
I think that commission meeting might be.
Still. Hey, still.
It's going down.
Hey,
But guess what? We might be the star.
I don't know. They got a lot to talk about. I mean, we just a little old podcast that we only at 685 subscribers.
At the bottom.
What?
We down here at the bottom.
They stay coming down here.
Stay coming down here. Hey, still, they want to tagging us.
Really?
Hey, still, she ain't tagged me one time. She tagged me 4 times. Paragraphs.
Cause she wanted you to know she was talking directly to you.
And guess what else still they got? Clips.
Yeah, they
They
got
got
our clips.
clips.
They got our clips.
Hey, still, they responding us with our clips.
They kept in the show.
Yeah, they post the clips.
And they,
It's our biggest fan.
They are biggest fans. They are biggest fans.
hey, still, one of them so edited it up so good. I'm talking about
She chopped it up. It wasn't even like words. That ain't
None
what
of the
I
stuff don't even
said.
make sense.
That ain't what I said. And she just chopped
She,
it up.
it's so chopped and screwed.
Yeah, you officially been chopped and screwed. But hey, look, this is what you get in good old America, and I guess here in Pompano, where hey, you can make people say things they didn't say. And then people can feel the way they want to feel about it. Feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. I'm not going to touch on the R word just yet.
Not gonna do it just yet.
I'm not going to touch on the R word just yet. But
There is a but.
there's always a but. There's always a but. And matter of fact, the
There's
but
a big
is
butt, a small butt, flat butt,
no
round
but.
But it's a but.
But. Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm not gonna address the R word right now.
I love you keep calling it the R word.
I'm not gonna address the R word right now. What I will do though is let you all know that it's a commission meeting on the 14th. I think that meeting is at 1 o'clock. A lot of you all will be at work. Fine, tune in online, okay? And then come back and watch the Bottom Up podcast. And then we're here every Thursday. Your commission is meeting with CRA this one because they got to balance these budgets. You know, all this property tax, all this stuff that we really need to be talking about, the work that they need to be doing up there. They got to do all that this month. So next month they on vacation, and then September they come back. They got to vote on what it's going to be, because then October and then November is an election.
Oktoberfest.
You know, I just want to let y'all know this is. I want people to focus here. People focus, and I know it's hard for a lot of us to focus because we're too far into. You know what I was about to say. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. No.
Damn, we can't even be saying stuff.
That ain't true. That ain't true. We can say stuff. We got our First Amendment right.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What you
Freedom of
mean?
speech.
We got freedom of speech. We can say what we want to say.
We can definitely do
That's
that.
not true. I just know that there's a need right now for the adults in the room to stand up. And I don't like when people try to play victim when they've been bullied and bullying people. I don't like that. So let's let everybody feelings subside right now. Let your feelings get out, because then when it's time to have a conversation, because you know I ain't even gonna address it right now. Step.
We ain't did 9 o'clock in so long.
We out of here, man. We got to get out of here because I got to go. The class of what? 03, 04? Which one of them doing a gala tomorrow?
I think 4.
04. Class of.
That look nice. I keep watching it.
Thank you. You know, I had to get an
fancy.
updo for, the class of 2004 Black Tie Gala that they having tomorrow. I'm going with my class of 2001. They got a table. So they say, hey, let's go. And I'm like, why not? I'll get dressed and go. Shout out to the class of 2004 Blanche Ely High School. Y'all Black Tie Gala. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I might be late, but I'll be there. I'll be there. Steph, we got an outro video, and it's a prayer. It's a prayer. And I'm sending this prayer out to everybody, and it's a prayer that I need wholeheartedly. All right, now, Steph. Shakay, you got anything before we go?
Nope. Just come buy some corn. See
All
y'all
right.
tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow. Steph, roll the clip.
God, get me together. Keep getting me together. And this time when it all come together, let it stick. Let it hold up better than the strongest glue in the world. This time make me solid as a rock, so what broke me before can't stand a chance again. God, make me unbreakable. Help me to move with everything that I done captured and learned. Help me to remember everything that I done captured and learned. Because one time was enough for me. And let whatever the enemy tries to use to tear me down, let it backfire. Manipulation is useless over here. Fear tactics are useless over here. The mistakes that I made have no control over me and my ability to move forward. No trauma, no pain, nobody has any control over me. God, I thank you for a fresh start. I thank you for a clean slate. I thank you for the reset. Do some mind-blowing things with this rebuild. Make the way that we come up with this one seem so unreal. Position me in greatness. Position me in wholeness. Position me in freedom. I'm taking back everything that was taken from me. I'm claiming everything that I didn't know was for me. And I'm stamping it, so this time it can't leave unless you say so. I'm taking control of everything that I'm meant to be in control of. My mind, my pockets, my heart, my house, my whole entire life. God, I thank you for helping me to see everything that I'm in control of. Exercising that authority, flexing that authority, flexing that power that you gave me in my life. And seeking you first in it all so I can make the best of what I'm in control of. And God, what I can't control is yours. You have your way. God, I thank you for everything new. I thank you for the process that you put me through, because I see that it was needed. I'm grateful for the test, and I'm grateful that I had the answers now. And if I don't, I know I will soon. I'm grateful for your love that ain't never failed me. I'm grateful for your grace that sees past every single one of my mistakes. And God, with everything in me, I thank you for hearing my prayer always. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Say her name, Breonna Taylor. It's time to get in line, y'all. Your time is valuable.